Well, James, congratulations on the win and through to the next round. How are your thoughts on the performance there?
Very strong, managed the game superbly, really good to get a clean sheet on the road again, to back up obviously the Southend performance and get the same scoreline is impressive, isn't it, no matter who you play. But these are a good team, they've done really well in their division and they're looking upwards rather than downwards. So I've just seen some results on my phone, and obviously there's always cup upsets, and we wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be us today, and I think the first 15 minutes was key. I know we scored 4 goals after that first stage of the game, but that little bit there, you have to manage it right, and we did. We minimised shots on our goal on Melvin, defended the 18-yard box really well from their set plays, their long throw-ins. As the pattern came out, I thought we controlled the play and scored different types of goals, so a pleasing afternoon.
How happy are you with making 8 changes as well, that everybody seemed to know exactly their role?
Yeah, it shows that the training's going well. Credit to my coaching staff as well on the physical output of the players. I thought they looked stronger, fitter than the opposition today, and that's credit to the lads' professionalism as individuals. It's looking good in terms of what the training methods are, and players not playing some periods of games or coming off the bench and then starting the next one, or coming from the stands and starting. They're showing their worth, and it's really pleasing as a manager to have these headaches. You want that in your team selections.
You've obviously kept a side who are in good form to barely any shots on target as well, with a debutant goalkeeper as well.
Yep, that comes from our pressure. We pressured really down on their fullbacks really high. We were brave. We engaged our centre backs onto their strikers and their wingers, and we done really well at that. And I thought we suckered them into midfield passes where we nicked it and turned it over and looked dangerous. So that was pleasing. But also on the flip side of that, we're working on trying to overload any back four that plays against us. Obviously teams can play a back three, but when they play a back four, we want to get our wing backs overloaded on the opposite side, and we scored from obviously a cross where Kingy's come on the back stick, and the penalty from Miller has come from the right, switching out to the left. So really pleasing.
I think you wanted more from your squad as well in terms of scoring goals. You've had 4 different players have scored their first goals of the season now. That must be pleasing for you.
Yeah, that's good. We want obviously our front players scoring goals, but also with George coming out of the team, he's obviously had contributed to goals this season, so we want to replace that, and it's pleasing that Jeff got another goal today.
You're through obviously to the next round as well. Obviously you didn't want to come here and get any injuries at all, because the squad's been badly hit really with injuries. Any concerns on that side of things?
No, Kabongo's just a knock on his foot, so that's he wouldn't have continued to play with 10 men if that was the case, because obviously there's only 6 minutes left when the penalty went in, so he's fine. Just a bit of bruising. The other bit of bad news we've had, I've just had it through, is Joe Rowley, so he's in hospital with a suspected broken leg at the moment. It doesn't get any better our luck, because he's just been called back. This was his last game. I called him back yesterday afternoon. This was his last game for Kings Lynn. Look, it's suspected, so we're all praying in there in the changing room. Thoughts are with him and his family. We hope that that he's okay. But that's the luck we're getting at the moment. You couldn't write it, could you? I mean, we've just called him back. I've been monitoring his performances. They've been strong. He's looking fitter and stronger and sharper, and he was ready to come back. But obviously he's taking a little hiccup here now. And obviously update you when I find out more.
Does that change things, anything in updating the squad at all? I know you said on Friday, but obviously you've had news today of an injury there. Is there anything you can say about bringing anybody in, do you think?
I've just found out that I was happy with Joe coming back into the fold. It's fresh at the moment. I still don't know what the prognosis is. It's just suspected. But I had a message from the director of football at Kings Lynn, and obviously the chairman there. So look, we are waiting news. But that's put a little cloud over what's a great day. Supporters as well today, in great voice. So good to see 3 sides full of Chesterfield supporters. Really proud to manage this football club. And yeah, we're building some momentum now.
To the draw tomorrow, of course. Any side, or is it always one at home?
We want a home game. I feel like we've been away for 5 months, so it'd be nice to play at home at 3 o'clock as well. That's all I ask for, so we can get that stadium full and have a right go in a cup tie.